Welcome to our virtual school, Sotelo Social Enterprise and Franchise. New Education Enterprising Paradigm. Warning, might not be suitable for epileptic viewers. Twitter, social media presence. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Google+, and LinkedIn. Media Savvy Kids, Inc. Sotelo Social Justice Experiment. We are also on Pinterest, Wikipedia, Tumblr, IMDb, Offers Express, and RBKC. Filofax Finsbury, El Sotelo Training Limited, Gabriel Sotelo PR Ltd. Inspiring Stories, Blueprint. Cytology, Sufferzine, Mother Hen Hatchery, Barefoot Trivial Coaching. Copyright 2014 LG Sotelo.
Sophrosyne. Sophrosyne.
A healthy state of mind characterized by self-control, moderation, and a deep awareness of one's true self and resulting in true happiness.
Weltschmer,
Literally world pain. The depression you feel when the world as it is doesn't reflect what you think it should be.
Cytology, book cover.
From Lily, Gabby, and Luca to dedicated parents with Meta and Charlotte. This is a test to see if your mission in this life is complete. If you are alive, it isn't.
Brotherhood in Education, Courage and Aspirations.
First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win.
I have never let my schooling interfere with my education.
Everybody who is incapable of learning has taken to teaching.
The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn.
I have always imagined that paradise will be a kind of library.
Thank you. Virtual School. Junior Academy of Excellence.
Living is learning. Learning is writing about my experiences as a young carer entrepreneur.
Living is learning. Learning is writing about my experiences as a young carer entrepreneur. Gabriel Sotelo, author and indie film director, progressive education activist, and Back to school.
Education is compulsory, school is not. Under Section 7 of the Education Act 1996, there is no duty on local authorities to assure themselves that the provision being made by parents for home-educated children is suitable. Under Section 443(1), Part 4, Education Act 1986, in defense of education otherwise than at school, SAO was illegally served, thus parent has not failed to comply with the requirements of the order, thus not guilty of an offense, proving that she is causing the child to receive suitable education from a PBL CLG virtual school, facilitating specialist education provisions. Revoking the School Attendance Order S442 Education Act 1986, parent applied to the LEA requesting that the order be revoked immediately on the grounds that arrangements have been in place all along for the child to receive suitable education otherwise than at school from a PBL CLG virtual school. The authority did not comply with the request. They are of the opinion that no satisfactory arrangements have been made for the education of the child. This is discriminatory. Parent, aggrieved by unreasonable refusal of the LEA to comply with the request under subsection 2, referred the question to the Secretary of State for the Family's MP. A reply was received on the 3rd of October 2014, with witness signing on the 7th of October 2014. Revoking the School Attendance Order in proceedings for an offence under section when the parent is appointed requests, the court may direct LEA that the SAO shall cease to be in force. LEA should also provide clear details of their complaints procedure and deal with any complaints in a sensitive and timely manner. Regularly review their elective home education policies so that they reflect current law and are compatible with these guidelines. They should seek input from home educating families and home education organizations. The LEA should acknowledge that learning takes place in a wide variety of environments and not only in the home. However, if it appears that a suitable education is not being provided, parents should be given the opportunity to address any specific concerns that the authority has. Parents are under no duty to respond to such requests for information or a meeting. You can choose not to meet at all. Where a parent elects not to allow access to their home or their child, this does not of itself constitute a ground for concern about the education provision being made, to discuss and evaluate the parent's educational provision by alternative means. If a local authority asks parents for information, they are under no duty to comply. There was no common training for staff undertaking the monitoring role, and no national training was provided or recognized by the former DCSF. As a result, there are considerable differences in how the staff involved in the monitoring assess the progress of the children and young people in order to determine whether they were receiving a suitable education. It was not clear what criteria were being used. Assessment was seldom linked to the education plan prepared by the parents and signed off by the local authority, and was based largely on the officer's own decisions about what should be assessed. This almost always led to conflict where the parent's approach was one of autonomous learning, while the officer was assessing the child or young person in relation to the levels of the national curriculum. In the authorities where there was a bias towards returning children and young people to school, the emphasis on maintaining a school-based curriculum was not received well by parents, since they had often removed their children from school or not sent them in order to avoid what they perceived as its strictures. The LEA should have a designated senior officer with responsibility for elective home education policy and procedures who is familiar with home education law, policies and practices. The LEA has a duty under Section 436A of the Education Act 1996, inserted by the Education and Inspections Act 2006, to make arrangements to establish identities, so far as it is possible to do so, of the children in the area who are not receiving a suitable education. Our Sotella standard of acceptance is that the Council's case had to meet before we could deal with alleged concern. Not one of the three founding providers have received any information yet. Nothing that's identified specified concern, nothing in writing, and nothing that sets out the nature of the Council's concern in enough detail so that we can understand them and then be able to respond to the best of our ability and knowledge. Offering of collaboration. We were met with hostility, complacency by Tribella's strong multi-agency, colluding for personal gain and revenue, institutional abuse of power, trust, and process, and going beyond the legal and professional moral scope of jobs on the pretext of unspecified concern, resorting to harassment and causing further damage.
Back to school.
We are Naughty's aces. We believe that project-based learning provides a current cross-curriculum, real-life presentation experience, which promotes a child's interest element, socio-economic awareness and potential, moral and spiritual awareness, and equal opportunities in local and global community. A coaching seminar develops transferable skills, opportunities, and choices. The progressive project-based learning method is legitimate and a viable choice in the UK, especially for right-brain learners and right-brain business plan developers. While fostering entrepreneurial risk, tackling child poverty in experimental video recordings sent over social commentary for social mobility experiments inclusive to natural childhood. Democratic parenting style framework, revival of governesses, chaperones, companions, and ragged schools. Our style of coaching is provocative, cross-generational, cross-cultural, performing artists, underpinned with world-class cutting-edge technology and art in coaching, exploring hypnopedia and accelerated learning and language study methods. Project-based learning is a dynamic approach to teaching in which students explore real-world problems and challenges, simultaneously developing cross-curriculum skills while working in small collaborative groups. A project-based learning is filled with active and engaging learning. It inspires students to obtain a deeper knowledge of the subjects they are studying. Retain the knowledge gained through this approach far more readily than through traditional textbook-centered learning. They develop confidence and self-direction as students move through both team-based and independent work. This was a description by Edutopia, the George Lucas Educational Foundation. The responsibility of parents in England and Wales is clearly established in Section 7 of the Education Act 1986. The parent of every child of compulsory school age shall cause him to receive efficient full-time education suitable to his age, ability, and aptitude, and to any special educational needs he may have. These are provided otherwise by a new education enterprise paradigm. Specialist education by Sotella Social Enterprise, including computers, music, community and NLP coaching, enterprise, language, and secretarial skills. Specialist education. Expertise was pledged from including a Microsoft MVP, world-class NLP trainer, Elstel Training Limited, Italian and German barter coaching of Skype, and Spark and Metal. This is the onion model. I don't understand why you are saying this. Ms. Jenny Ditzler's 3 steps. Pick up your magic wand, review what's been happening in the past year, and learn your lessons. Miss Jenny Ditzler's 10 questions for your best year yet, 2014. Excellence in NLP levels.
Keep cool and reel on.
Learn NLP and enjoy life.
Gabriel's work in progress.
I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life is a maze and love is a riddle. I don't know where to go, can't do it alone. I've tried and I don't know why. Slow it down, make it stop, or else my heart is going to pop. 'Cause it's too much, yeah it's a lot to be something I'm not. I'm full out of love, 'cause I just can't get enough. Hi, I'm Gabriel Still, young carer and entrepreneur. I've established my virtual school in 2013, visited number 10 and short. YBYY, Friendship with Gratitude from London to Geneva, Italy.
Hello. Hey, Gabriel. I have a question. Do you want to have your own magic school?
Yes.
Magic books?
Yes.
And magic teacher? Like Harry Potter? It's interesting. Yeah, it's very exciting, isn't it? Okay, let's share with the viewers. And I'm going to talk about what's a magician, okay? Okay, so the motto of magician is I make things happen.
但是那边的墙好看吗？我觉得那边的白的好看。Oh, he needs to read this book as well. Sorry, can you put this one underneath smarter?
Sure.
That's called Super Coach, although it's in Chinese. So say.
Hello, and welcome to my virtual school.
欢迎来到我的虚拟学校，
My name is Gabriel Sotelo.
我叫 Gabriel Stella，
I am your host today.
我是今天的主持人。
Let's learn formula of success today. All together, please.
让我们来。
Hello, my name is Tamara Lorenzo and I'm Gabriel's piano teacher. Gabriel now will play the beginning of a little piece composed by Bella Bartok, Country Dance. Thank you. And we're also composing White Rose. Thank you.
Every country on earth at the moment is reforming public education. There are two reasons for it. The first of them is economic. People are trying to work out, how do we
model, or really since I introduced the model of submodalities, there are just many things we could do. We focused more on modeling success by changing the focus on things and looking at what's more universal about them. The models that have been created since the 80s are just hands down better. Since the book Using Your Brain for Change was released, NLP has turned upside down. And it hasn't stopped, focusing on the anemic nervous system and how neurological change is produced by altering your consciousness, being able to rotate feelings and to switch the direction of them. And all of these things which constitute new parts of NLP over the years, which are reflected in most of the books that I put out in the past 5 years or so. We've taken really a new direction, and as far as I'm concerned, NLP is just coming into its own. And so people who stopped learning things in the 80s are, as I like to say, there are people stuck at various levels of my development. Don't be one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can we use NLP in education? How can we use NLP for...
Well, NLP is education. It's not that we use it in education.
There are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
That's $1, man.
What?
Welcome to Oakland.
I need more money. There are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
That's $1, man.
What?
Welcome to Oakland.
I need more money.
We're not New York. Find players with the money that we do have.
There are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
That's $1, man.
What?
Welcome to Oakland.
I need more money.
We're not New York. Find players with the money that we do have.